डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी.
Namaskar friends, I Dr. Himanshu Patel welcome you from the Chaitanya studio of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University. We are in lecture series for the course Bachelor in Computer Application and we are learning BCA 105 paper, that is Microsoft Office Suite. And today in today's session we are going to learn Microsoft Excel part 2, that is unit 2. So, let us start. So, in this lecture we are going to learn advanced formula and function, sorting, filtering, conditional formatting, chart and subtotal. In last session we have performed two exercises that also demonstrate some of these features, but in today's session we will learn two practical exercises in which we try to cover all these features of Microsoft Excel. So, there are two exercises. The first exercise is, here on screen you can see, if you follow mouse pointer, this is our bank passbook. So, we want to create bank passbook in Excel. So, we know that passbook is associated with any bank account, and in bank account you have certain balance available in your account, and when you credit amount in your account, your balance is increased, and when you withdraw something your balance is decreased. So, here columns are transaction ID, which is given by bank. This is the date on which transaction is performed. This is the description of your transaction, and if you withdraw, that amount is debited from your account, and next column is credit. When you deposit amount in your account, it is credited to your amount. So, last column is balance. Here whatever question mark is there, we have to find out those values. Now, for example, first transaction is performed on 1st July 2013 and it indicates your initial balance. So, initial balance is 50,000 and on 13th of July we have purchased raw material. So, we have withdraw 8,000 rupees from our account. So, obviously, it is deducted from these 50,000. So, balance will be 42,000 and on 24th July we have purchased food of rupees 4,000. So, again it is deducted from 42,000. So, our balance may be 38,000, but when you credit something like fourth transaction which is performed on 10th of August. So, we have received check and 7,500 rupees credited into our balance. So, likewise we have to find out this balance, and here we have to find out total debited amount, total credited amount, minimum debited amount, minimum credited amount, minimum balance. So, these kind of things we can find out using formula and function. Now, another thing we have to perform in these exercises, first we have to find balance using formula, then we have to find total income and total expense. We calculate maximum, minimum and average income, expense and balance using function. Then we sort in descending order of date. Sorting is important features of Excel. So, you can sort numbers, dates, text or string, and many type of sorting can be performed, like ascending order, descending order sorting, and you can also perform custom sorting in Excel. So, we perform this kind of sorting in our exercise. Here we want to perform sorting on date. Next, we format income with greater than 10,000 and expense greater than 5,000. So, how can we do this? In last session we have learned that we can do conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is a very useful features of Excel, in which we can format data based on certain conditions. Here conditions is greater than 10,000 and 15,000. So, likewise any condition can be between range or equal to or not equal to. There are many conditions that you can use while using conditional formatting. So, here we use or make use of conditional formatting features of Excel. Then we create chart, create date wise bar chart for income and expense. So, this is again very useful features of Excel. Excel basically provides two kind of functionality, one is calculation, another is visual representation. So, bar is a bar chart or any chart that is provided by Excel is a visual representation of data. If you are providing data to user in visual format, that is in form of chart or graph, it is very useful to understand and analyze your data. So, here we will create bar chart for that income and expense. Now, we try to convert these information into table format. What is advantage of table format? In Excel there is a we just typing plain text. So, to quickly apply styles and format we can use table format. So, table format basically is nothing but you just have to select table and then you can apply this table format, so that you can quickly change your look and feel or design and style for given data. So, in this exercise we are also going to learn table format, and finally, we calculate number of days on which balance is greater than 50,000. COUNTIF function is useful to count something which fulfills certain conditions. In normal count we just get all the rows counted for selected range, but in case of COUNTIF only those rows which fulfill certain conditions are counted. So, here we have to make use of COUNTIF functions. So, we will do that, and finally, we prepare pie chart for showing income and expense percentage, right. So, this exercise covers many aspects of Excel features, and I hope it will help you to understand these features of Excel and utilize it for another exercises also. Now, there are many kind of charts. In this exercise we are going to prepare two charts, bar chart and pie chart. Now, pie chart can only be used for one variable, bar chart or column chart can be used for more than one variable, that we are going to show in this exercise also. So, let us quickly start our first exercise in Excel. So, here is our exercise ready in Excel. Now, as we mentioned earlier, this is our initial balance. Now, how to find out these values? So, here I am going to delete this. Now, these balance can be find out by subtracting debited amount from previous balance and by adding any amount which is credited on same day into balance. So, our formula is like this: previous balance, which is F3 minus any debited amount, which is D2, D4, and plus any credit. Here we do not have any credit, but if it is there we should counted that. So, you will get 42,000. Now, we already know that we do not need to write down formula for every cell, you have to just drag it down from the right bottom. So, you will automatically all balances are computed. Here 4,000 is further deducted from 42,000, Here 77,500 is added, here 5,000 is deducted, here 2,500 is added, and so on. So, this is how we can find balance. Next, we try to find out total debit and total credit for given range. So, here just press this auto sum button and let us see what will happen. So, here it is only considered this much range. So, here you have to change range to cover all debits. So, our range is from top to bottom. So, select this range and press enter. So, total debited for the given range is 25,000. Likewise, you can calculate total credit for given range. So, here press auto sum and change the range. So, here press enter. Now, you will get total credit for that range. Now, how to find out minimum debit? So, again minimum function and select range from which you want to find out minimum. So, this is our range, press enter. So, minimum debited amount is 1000, that you can see from the data. Here we use minimum function to find out minimum credit. So, here we have to select this much range and close the function bracket and press enter. So, minimum credit for the given range is 2500, that you can see from the data. Now, similarly, we will find out maximum debit and maximum credit. So, here I use max function. So, max and then select the range for which you want to find out maximum, press enter. Likewise, to find out maximum credit, just select range in max function, close the max function bracket and press enter. So, this is how you can find out maximum debit and maximum credit. For to find out average, we have average function. So, inside average you have to supply same range for which you want to find out average. So, average debit is 5000 for selected range and average credit similarly we can find out by selecting the range that we want to find out, and here average credit is 15,600. Likewise, you can find out minimum balance for given range and maximum balance at any time for given range. So, again I am using minimum function for selected range, maximum balance for given range, average, balance for given range. So, our calculation part is over. Next, we want to perform conditional formatting. So, what was that? Let us just look at or recap the exercise given earlier. So, we find out balance, we have find out total income and total expense, we have calculated maximum minimum. Now, we want to sort in descending order of date. So, here is our date, you have to just press A to Z for ascending and Z to A for descending. So, I am and then we press Z to A, sort descending. So, here you can see that Excel will automatically arrange your data into descending order of date. We need not to do anything, we have to just click a button and it will automatically arrange data for the given value in either ascending order or descending order. For ascending order, you have to press A to Z button, and for descending order, you have to just press Z to A button. So, I hope you understand how to sort data. You have to just select or put your cursor into column to which you want to sort data, and then you can press sort ascending or sort descending button. The next thing is format income with greater than 10,000 and expense greater than 5,000. Remember, income greater than 10,000 and expense greater than 5,000. So, let us learn how to do this. Here we want to expense which is greater than 5,000. So, just select that range for which you want to highlight expense which is greater than 10,000, and then go to format menu and select conditional formatting. So, here cell value is greater than, and here we press 5,000. Now, what you want to format is, we want to fill pink color for that. So, here I then press OK. So, here there are two expenses which are greater than 5,000, which is automatically highlighted by Excel depending on our criteria. Now, same we can highlight income which is greater than 10,000. So, select the range that you want to find out or format, and then select conditional formatting from format menu, and here condition is cell value is greater than 10,000, and we want to format that with green background, or for example red background. So, here is the red background. So, I just simply select red and then press OK. So, here you can say there is a one amount which is greater than 10,000 and which is highlighted using conditional formatting. Next, we want to create date wise bar chart for income and expense. So, how to do that? Let us learn. So, here we do not want to use description, we want to use debit and credit only. So, just hide this column and then select date, debit and credit, and then go to insert menu and select chart. Here we want to create bar chart. So, select bar, and here we want to use this kind of chart. So, select type of chart that you want to display and press next. So, here our chart title is income expense chart. On x axis we have amount, and on z axis we can see we have date, and then press next. Now, it will ask you whether you want to place chart inside same sheet or as a new sheet. So, here I select as a new sheet and then press finish. So, here is our bar chart. So, you can create bar chart in a just few clicks using Excel. So, this is a very simple but useful feature of Excel to visually represent your data in form of chart. So, while creating chart, you have to just select range for which you want to perform chart, and then you have to provide certain information. You can see in screen here is called chart title, that you can give. This is our x axis, this is our y or z axis, this is a z or y axis title, and this is a x axis title. And Excel is automatically use legend based on our column, that is credit and debit. So, this is a quickly how to quickly create chart. So let us go to next feature. We want to convert these information into table format. As we mentioned earlier, table format, using table format we can quickly apply your style and design. So you have to just select table and you have to apply table format. So how to do this? To unhide column, just select two columns, right click and unhide. It will display. Again hide column. So here I am selecting my table and select auto format. So here this is also known as a table format. So here for example I want to use this kind of style. I just select this and press OK. So you can see Excel quickly apply that style to my data. I need not to perform individual style and format. Now again I want to change this. So go to format and then auto format. Now I want to use this style. So I just select that style and press OK. So you can see on screen how Excel quickly apply your style to your table format. So this is how we can perform table format. Next, calculate number of days on which balance is greater than 50,000. So we have to use COUNTIF function for this. So let us do that. So here I want to count number of days on which balance greater than 50,000. So how to do this? So here I write down function count if, and in argument we have to given range, and what is our criteria? So criteria is greater than 50,000 and just press enter. So only one day, which is last day, on which our balance is greater than 50,000. So you can use COUNTIF function for calculating count based on certain criteria. Here we have used greater than, but you can use anything like equal to, not equal to, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, any relational operator that you can use, or any condition that you can use for these. Now we want to prepare pie chart for showing income and expense percentage. So this is our total income, this is our total income and this is our total expense, and just write down like this: total expense and then select these two and press insert chart and then pie. Select any form of chart that you want to use and press next. So here I just press next. Our chart title is income and expense, and legend we want to show at bottom, and a data label we want to show percentage, and we want now at this time we want to place this chart in our sheet only. So select second option and press finish. So here you can say that if we consider total of income and expense as a 100%, then our total expense is 76% and our total income is 24%. So, this is how we prepare pie chart in Excel. Now, lastly, we want to find out subtotal of income and expense. So, let us learn how to do that. So, for the sake of simplicity, I am just copying this data into new sheet. Now, how to add new sheet? New worksheet and then press paste. Go to data menu and press subtotal. Now, we want to find out date wise. So, at here we have to select at each date, each change in date. You can also find out using certain other columns also, but here we want to perform subtotal whenever date is changed. So, select at each change in date. What we want to do is we want to find out sum and sum of debit, credit and balance and then press OK. So, here you can see that for same date it shows total of debit, credit and balance. Likewise, it shows for another date it shows debit, credit and total. So, this is how we can find out subtotal. Now, you can also expand or collapse this. So, if you do not want to display subtotal, you can hide also, right. So, this is how you can show and hide subtotal. So, in this session we have learned about basic formula, advanced formula, functions, conditional formatting, then we have used sorting, how to create chart, how to perform subtotal or how to find out subtotal, how to do conditional formatting and how to use all these features in a practical exercise. So, I hope you understand all these topics and you can also use these features in some other exercises. Thank you and happy learning.